तो आज हम नया चैप्टर इम्पैक्ट कॉलिजन ऑफ इलास्टिक बॉडीज डिस्कस करेंगे. सो व्हाट इज कॉलिजन? कॉलिजन मीन्स द contact between two bodies, the contact between two bodies for a short interval of time. Two bodies for a short interval of time, so that is called as a collision. Okay, let's suppose if this is a body and this is a body. When these two bodies interact for very short time, then it is called a collision. And when this body act or applied a very large amount of force, so that force is called as a impact. Okay, once more, that when these two bodies are interacted for very short time, that is called as a collision. And if a single body or this body or maybe this body applied a large amount of force and another body, so that large amount of force on each other is called impact. So there are what is the type of impact? Okay, so the type of impact, the line joining between the centers of colliding bodies and passing through the point of contact is called as the line of impact. These are the two bodies and these are the plane of contacting surfaces where these two bodies in contact with each other. So the center of mass of this body and the center of mass of this body are lying in the same plane. So this plane is called as a line of impact. Okay, and when the two bodies collide with one another, means when these two bodies are collided, then the resulted impact should be two type, either that is central or in eccentric type impact, or maybe direct and oblique impact. So what is center and what is oblique impact? First we all should know about these two impact. That in case of the central and eccentric impact, when the mass or the center of mass of these two colliding bodies are located on the line of impact, means this is a body, this is their center of mass, and this is a body, this is the center of mass. When these two center of masses are lying in the same plane before the impact, not after the impact, before the impact, so that is called as a central and eccentric impact. Okay, when the center of mass of these two colliding bodies like this here, when these two bodies having their center of mass is not lying in the same plane, then that impact is referred as the direct and oblique impact. But all these phenomena is before the impact, not after the impact. Okay, central and eccentric impact or direct and oblique impact is the before the collision. Okay, so this is the definitions, or this can, in these terms we should understand, we can understand these phenomena. Okay, so now elastic and inelastic impact. So the basic difference between elastic and inelastic impact is that in case of the elastic impact, the body rebounds after impact. Okay, and greater the elasticity of the body, greater will be the rebound. Rebound means the energy, there is no loss of energy during the impact. Okay, means it again gain the same amount of energy, so that is elastic. And if the impact is inelastic, the body does not rebound at all, means there is some kind of loss of energy during the impact. So these are some consequences of the impact, after which what amount of energy will be changes, what amount of momentum will be changes. These are some theories which you can read from these notes. And further, now we are going to talk about the conservation of momentum. So what is the conservation of momentum? Let us suppose there are two bodies. one A1 whose mass is m1 and initial velocity is u1, and another body having mass m2 and initial velocity u2, and this is the duration of collision, and after which it will be separated by velocity v1 and v2. Okay, so if this body approaches this B body, then the impulse on B body by this is the, what is the impulse? Impulse is the nothing but it is a change in momentum. Okay, okay, so impulse, because F is into T is impulse, so when you convert is, because F is nothing but what is m dv by dt into t, so this t will be cancel out this, and m into dv is nothing but is the change in momentum, so that is your change in momentum. Okay, so change in momentum of body B, so the final velocity of this body is m2 into v2, final momentum is m2 into v2 and initial momentum m2 into u2, so this is resulted with the final expression m2 v2 minus u2. Let us suppose this is your equation 1, and now the impact on body A according to Newton's third law. So the impact on body A is nothing but the velocity of body A after collision and before collision. So this is m1 v1 minus u1. So according to Newton's third law, the force on this force, if this will impact is plus F, the force is plus F, so this will apply the same amount of force, but there is a negative sign according to Newton's third law. So using Newton's third law, this will be, comes out to be m1 v1 minus m1 u1, and this is your final expression. So that is also known as the, what is known as the total momentum of the system remains conserved, it's unchanged. Okay, now the next topic is Newton's law of collision, and in which we have developed a new term that is known as the coefficient of restitution. So if there are two bodies m1 u1, body having mass m1 and m2, their velocity is u1 and u2, so the velocity of approach means before collision, this will approach means u1 should be larger, so the velocity of approach is u1 minus u2. Okay, and after a short period of contact, the bodies will be separated and will start moving with velocity v1 and v2. Okay, so the velocity of separation is, after contacting, the larger velocity having become to slower, and the slower velocity become larger. So the velocity of separator is this, v2 should be larger, so and v1 should be smaller. So v2 minus v1 is your velocity of separator. So according to Newton's law of collision for elastic bodies, states that when two moving bodies collide with each other, their velocity of separation bears constant ratio to the velocity of approach. So this is your final expression, v2 minus v1 is velocity of separator and this is velocity of approach. So E is a constant, so that constant is the coefficient of restitution, and E decides whether your collision will be elastic or inelastic, such that if E equal to 0, that is inelastic, you can easily put value equal to 0, then v2 minus v1 equal to 0 means v2 equal to v1, means both having the same velocity, no energy loss. And if E equal to 1, okay, so if E equal to 1 means this velocity 1 here, this velocity v1 is transferred from v2, so the whole energy will be lost, so that is inelastic. And if equal to 1, then this velocity will be conserved, so that is elastic collision. Okay, so thank you.